And this morning I also want to introduce you all to the person who will be over the Mayor's Office of Disability. I want to introduce you to Maria Town. And Maria, why don't you come on up? Let me say, Maria and I had a chance to talk on several occasions, one in person, and she is very, very, very impressive. She started work Monday as the new director of the Mayor's Office of People with Disability. And let me just say at the outset, she comes highly, highly recommended by Les Pleading, who, as you know, is on the Metro Board. And Maria, let me just say to you, he called and emailed many times saying that the city would just be fortunate if we could get you to come this way. She started work Monday. She comes to Houston from the White House Office of Public Engagement, where she served as a senior associate director and the disability community liaison. She will be filling the position that has been vacant since the passing of Jay Steitley last July. Maria has amassed quite an impressive list of professional accomplishments. She is energetic and passionate, and she is very passionate about ensuring that the diversity of the disability community is represented in issues related to health care, education, criminal justice reform, and community integration. She also brings the unique perspective of the millennial generation, which my daughter always tells me we need more of. And when I told my daughter about you, she said, yeah, you represent the best appointment that I've made thus far. Maria worked in the White House in the last 2 years of the Obama administration. She is credited with leading the efforts to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the Americans with Disability Act and using creative methods to enhance the Obama administration's engagement with the disability community. Prior to the White House, Maria was employed at the U.S. Department of Labor Office of Disability Employment Policy, where she was instrumental in advancing national public policy initiatives focused on improving employment outcomes for youth with disabilities. Her own previous experience includes working in the provost's office at Emory University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in anthropology and served as university-wide student body president. She is the founder of a blog dedicated to exploring the intersection of design, fashion, disability, and technology. She is also a former fellow and mentoring co-chair of the Washington, D.C. chapter of the New Leaders Council, a former participant in Mobility International USA Young Women with Disability Leadership Exchange Program, and a former co-moderator of a networking group for young professionals with disabilities in Washington, D.C. Maria, I want to welcome you to City Hall, and we're excited to have you and look forward to your contributions. And I also want to acknowledge she's filling the position that's been vacant since the passing of Jay Steitley last year. And I want to take this time to acknowledge the many individuals who have stepped up to help in the interim. The Mayor's Office of People with Disability, Angie Ponce and Amanda Bard, have kept the division running well, and we are grateful for their hard work. Are they here this morning? Why don't you just stand there where you are? Thank you. Landon Taylor from the Department of Neighborhoods has divided his time these past 6 months to make sure that MOPD had sufficient resources. Landon, you here?
He may be busy.
Okay. We would not have the many community programs and partnerships that we have at the West Gray Multi-Service Center without Chuck French in our Parks Department promoting our one-of-a-kind facility for the disability community. Chuck is, okay. And then there's Cal Joe Hart, the CEO of TIER Memorial Hermann, believes so much in the value of this position that they lent their resources towards the nationwide search. I certainly want to thank Carl. And last but not least, our volunteer commissioners from the Commission on Disabilities have checked with us repeatedly on the status and importance of the search for this position while keeping our pulse on the community. Our commissioners told us that we needed to search far and wide for the best candidate we could find. And we have listened. And thank you for your feedback and your patience. So there have been a number of people that have been involved in the search, and we have looked near and far. And Maria, I want to thank you. I know we could not have found a better person to take this leadership position. I have made some restructuring. The Mayor's Office for Disability, Maria, will be reporting directly now to the Mayor's Office. So look forward to working with you. There are a number of people before I have you speak. Maria, Councilmember Robinson.
Thank you, Mayor. And this does indeed seem like a great appointment. Thank you, Maria, for agreeing to come to Houston. It's good news, and Director, I think you're gonna do great here. There's a lot of us who are looking forward to supporting you in your mission, and you're surrounded by excellent people. What the Mayor's just said in terms of the facilities, the resources here in Houston, we're looking forward to hearing your assessment of what needs there are and what we can do to help you in your mission. Very grateful for your sacrifice and all your contributions, and we wish you the best of luck. Thanks.
Councilmember Cisneros.
Over here. Maria, welcome to Houston. We're so happy to have you here. Mayor, I wanted to really congratulate you. I heard that that when you set out the order to find the best person, the question came back, the best person in Houston? And you said, no, the best person. I want the best person. So I love the standard that you're setting, with this appointment. I love the message that it sends to our community. Welcome to Houston. We're so glad to have you here.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Cohen.
Thank you. We just had an opportunity to meet a few minutes ago upstairs, and I found out that you showed not only all the great wisdom that the mayor announced when he was reading your resume and all, but further to that, you showed incredible good taste in moving into District C. And so I want to congratulate you on that. And to let you know that, as you probably do know, the West Gray Multi-Service Center is in the district as well, and some wonderful, wonderful things have been happening there. And I certainly look forward to working with you and anything that we can do to make your make your stay in Houston permanent and comfortable and enjoyable. Just give our office a call. Thank you.
Councilmember Edwards.
Thank you, Mayor, and I just want to congratulate you on such a wonderful appointment and want to welcome you also to the City of Houston. Your reputation precedes you. I had gotten notes about you in advance of your arrival and just want to welcome you and express how excited we are to have you here, and I'm looking forward to your leadership.
Councilmember Gallegos.
Thank you, Mayor. Maria, I too just want to welcome you to Houston. I know that in regards to your team, you have a great team, and Angel Ponce, I know that was the interim director, and he has been doing an outstanding job. So I want to thank Angel for everything that he's done filling in. Also, I have a brother that's intellectually and physically challenged, and he's 2 years older than I am. And I know that when we were growing up, of course, back in the 60s, there wasn't really any playground equipment, basically, for someone that's physically or challenged, and I'm hoping that that's something that you might work on in regards to hopefully providing playgrounds at community centers or at city parks for children that are disabled, so that way they can go out and enjoy themselves as well. Thank you.
Councilmember Christie.
Welcome, Maria, and just wanted to remind even the public about a quote that I had from a previous president of the United States when I asked him, what were your two greatest accomplishments? And George H.W. Bush, 41, said probably the liberation of Kuwait and the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. So I hope you put it as a priority as he did during his administration. And Mayor, just one comment on the permitting center, save a punch in here. That's a big deal. I mean, it's like potholes fixed by such and such day. To have the commercial and residential builders know the timeline that they're working with, that's a great improvement on the permitting center, and I compliment the administration on that.
Thank you very much. Maria, floor is yours. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for that very kind introduction. And thank you, City Council members, for your welcome. I'm so excited and honored to have the opportunity to serve the people of Houston. As you all did, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to Angel, Amanda, Landon, Chuck, Carl, and our disability commissioners for all of the work that they have done to continue serving our community in Jay's absence. But I also want to thank them for being patient with me and answering my numerous questions over the past 2 days. I'm really looking forward to our continued work together. When I first met Mayor Turner, it became clear to me that he promotes transformational leadership and understands that disability is a part of the larger diversity that makes Houston strong. He told me, Houston is diverse, but the value of our city will be determined based on how inclusive we are. And that's really what sold me. You see, diversity is about all of our backgrounds, our different experiences and perspectives. And inclusion is making sure that those differences can be respected and that we can all work together towards progress. In other words, diversity is just being asked to the party. Inclusion is making sure you're able to join in the dance. While working at the federal level, I learned that cities like Houston are often the incubators to larger solutions to national problems. I am looking forward to working with all of you and making progress towards such solutions like those that make our city more welcoming for people with disabilities as Houston develops its streets and neighborhoods, and solutions that add to the workforce of our growing city by fostering the employment of people with disabilities. Thank you all for the welcome that was as warm as Houston itself. I can't wait to see what we can do together. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Maria. Hold on one. Okay. Not yet.
They didn't extend this.
But there's no, thank you. Well, let me just say you've already won over a lot of folks. But there's no question that people have received you already very well, and you made it very clear to me that if I was inviting you to this city, that you wanted to be a part of doing something in a transformational way, and I cannot disagree with you at all. I look forward to working with you. But Councilmember Kubosh,
your presentation was excellent. It was moving, and I agree with you. We have to be invited to the dance. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Look forward to working with you, Maria.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you.